So how much will you need for your retirement? This is one of the most commonly asked questions. How much you need to support yourself in retirement is totally dependent on your cost of living. I have many clients, I have some clients, who have a significant amount of assets. It might be several $million worth of assets, and are quite concerned about how much, quite concerned about meeting their retirement expectations, meeting their income requirements in retirement. I have other clients who are living on the age pension and are actually saving money. So it really gets down to what your personal circumstances are, and really that gets down to what your cost of living is. And there are a few different ways to work out what your retirement cost of living is going to be. The first one is just assuming that your post-retirement income will be 65% of your pre-retirement income, so after-tax pre-retirement income. So say, for example, prior to retiring, you were generating $100,000 worth of income after you've paid tax on it. So that's the net income that you generate. So this method assumes that you'll need 65% of that in retirement, or in this case, $65,000. Now, this is probably the most inaccurate method of gauging how much you'll need to support yourself in retirement. The next method is basing it on other people's experience. So someone you know that has a similar lifestyle to you, similar expenditure, lives in the same area, and get a gauge of what they spend in retirement. The next method is probably the most accurate, and it's basically reviewing your expenses now and seeing how they'll change in retirement. So the classic example is you might be a couple and you have 2 cars because you both need to get to different work locations. Now in retirement, you may only need 1 car because you don't need to travel to different locations, and so that might reduce your expenditure. But on the other hand, you might be doing more travel around Australia and overseas, and therefore you might increase that type of expenditure. So it's important using this method to add and subtract all those factors, and then you should derive or come to an estimate of what your income requirement is in retirement. Now, if all those 3 methods seem too difficult, ASFA and Westpac conduct quarterly surveys estimating what the cost of retirement is. Now, they've got 2 standards. One is providing for a modest retirement, and the other one is providing for a comfortable lifestyle. Now, if you look at this chart, we've got the Centrelink, or the government age pension, currently in July of 2011, providing just under $19,000 for a single and $28,500 for a couple. Now, what this survey suggests is that a modest lifestyle for a single costs $21,587. So that's just a little bit more than the age pension. And for a couple, a modest lifestyle is just over $31,000. Now, a comfortable lifestyle currently, as assessed by Westpac and ASFA, costs for a single $39,852, so just under $40,000. For a couple, it's nearly $55,000, or $54,562. So a comfortable retirement, that's what it costs. Now, I guess you're asking, well, what's the difference between a modest and a comfortable retirement? Well, a modest retirement is really just a little bit better than the age pension. It's only being able to just afford a fairly basic activities. And all these examples assume that you own your own home and you've paid off your mortgage. A comfortable retirement lifestyle is being an older, healthy retiree involved in a broad range of leisure and recreational activities, and living a good standard of living, and enables you to purchase household goods, private health insurance, have a reasonable car, clothes, and a range of electronic equipment, and also enables you to do some domestic and international travel. So I hope that helps you understand what your retirement living expenditure might need to be. The next question is, how do you provide for your retirement? So knowing what your expenditure is, how do you provide for your retirement?